Top 10 Family Travel Tips in 2023. Whether you are planning your first family trip, or you are a seasoned traveler, there are some top 10 tips that you should know. Those tips will help you stay connected with your loved ones while you are traveling. Number 1. Choose your destination wisely. This is the tip on which all of your other family travel tips are based on. Consider every family member's preference before you make your mind. Most importantly, make sure it's practical for every family member, like kids, parents, spouse. For instance, you might find going on a vacation to Europe in the middle of winters a fascinating thing, but for your parents or kids, it might really not be the best idea. Number 2. Reserve everything in advance. One can genuinely feel the true importance and convenience of reserving hotels, flights, tickets for sightseeing and other attractions when one is traveling with their family. The fact is that it is not about the convenience, but more about having not to worry. Things that can be easily taken care of by just a click of a button. When on a family vacation, it is all about that bond and living in the moment. And reservation allows you that. Number 3. Keep your travel documents safe and handy. This goes without saying, but you don't want to lose your travel documents in a foreign country. While traveling at the same time, wanna keep them handy. So what is the solution? Keep a passport holder or a small bag, preferably with a sling so that it is handy and safe at the same time. Adults can take care of their own bags. With kids, it is better to keep theirs with you and be just a tiny bit extra careful. Number 4. Get to know the do's and don'ts of the destination before you travel. This is as essential as your travel docs for your safety and trip experience depends on it. If you're traveling to a new destination, especially international, it is very important for you to be in sync with the culture, do's and don'ts and special rules of the place. If you don't follow, it could lead to unnecessary fines, embarrassment, or heck, even jail time. Know about the basic mannerisms and etiquettes of each destination that you visit. Number 5. Travel light, but don't forget the essentials, especially a first aid kit. While it is often considered a practical thing to travel light and only keep the essentials, one must never forget to keep medical contingencies in mind, especially if any member of your family has a history with medicine. Another tip: while a basic first aid kit is considered as a traveling essential, it is also important to keep your family members with special medical needs in mind. Example: an inhaler for an asthma patient or medication for a diabetic patient. Number 6. Carry things that would help you pass time. Be it a Game Boy, a tablet, or even a game on your phone. Have at least something that would help you pass your time. One of the best things to carry here would be a book though. But if you also want to pass some meaningful and fun time with your family, you can always go in for a few rounds of video games. Number 7. Use card more than cash. We all know it is always risky to carry cash, especially in a foreign destination. So until and unless the destination you're traveling is filled with local shops that only cater to local currency, it is always better to use international debit or credit cards for transactions. Number 8. Put an ID in each of your family members' pocket. Write down a contact number, buy a local SIM if you're traveling international, contact details, and anything else one might need if one of your members is lost or meets with an accident. This is not only great for senior citizens and kids, but also for first-time travelers. Number 9. Buy a local SIM. To save cost on your calls and messages, it is always better to get a local SIM with an internet connection than continuing with your native operator. This would not only save you a lot of money, but would also ensure better connectivity due to the local network access. Number 10. Take care of the food. Carry light snacks, because with family and kids, you never know if any of your member is sensitive to a certain kind of food. It is always better to look for an alternative, or trust international food chains like McDonald's and 7-Eleven. Other than these 10, we have bonus tips for you. Tip number 1. Avoid early morning or late night departure times. Choosing the right time to travel can be a difficult task. It is important to make the most of your trip while keeping in mind the needs of your family. Some people prefer to get an early start to their day. This allows them to beat the crowds and get through security. There are even airports that offer a faster check-in process for people who arrive early. If you are bringing kids with you, consider the advantages of traveling in the evening. Children will be able to sleep during the flight, which is a huge plus. The early morning is also a great time to fly because airspace is less congested. This can help reduce turbulence. The best time to travel is usually around 6 or 7 a.m. Tip number 2. Stay connected with rest of the family. Keeping up with your loved ones while traveling can be difficult. But there are ways to help you stay in touch. Technology has changed the way we communicate with family and friends. And it has made staying in touch easier than ever. Depending on the time zones and internet accessibility, it can be difficult to stay connected with family and friends. For those who live far away, it can be particularly challenging to maintain relationships. However, there are some easy, affordable ways to make it easier for you to keep in touch. Writing blogs is an inexpensive, yet effective way to keep your family and friends. You can also post status updates, photos, and videos on social networks. Tip number 3. Distract children on a plane. Keeping your toddler occupied on a plane can be tricky. Fortunately, there are many different ways to keep your little one entertained. During a flight, children's books can be a great way to entertain them. There are many different kinds of children's books to choose from, including picture books. If your child loves to color, consider purchasing a set of crayons. These will make coloring fun for your child, while also preventing messes. Depending on the age of your child, you may want to purchase a movie to watch on the plane. You can find movies that are appropriate for your child's age at a local theater. Or you can download a video on your portable device. Alternatively, you can purchase a DVD player to watch movies on. Now that you're a little wiser because of the useful family travel tips, we hope nothing would come in between your incredible family holiday. And hey, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.